I was born in Ivory Coast. For me, life was not that easy because my father actually passed away when I was less than 2 years old. Only my dad got saved among his brothers. We are the only Christians. All the rest are animists or Muslim. According to the custom, my mom had to get married with one of my uncles. But she is a Christian, so she decided, no, I'm not going to do that. She got banished from my dad's family and her family. So then from that day on, our family or sibling was only the Christian church. Without having a father, you feel this gap. But God really demonstrated to me that He is my heavenly Father. Every summer we will go to my uncle's place. He said, okay, now that your dad passed away, I am now the leader of the family. You guys have to become Muslim. Today when I come home, I will call the imam and you're going to be converted to the Muslim faith. And I was telling in my mind, you don't know what I've been through with God, how He really saved me, helped me through my childhood until now. But I keep going. I grew up really thinking that I'm not smart. Exams, I'm failing all the time. Nobody really believed that I'm gonna make it. They're all telling me after the 10th grade it's better for you to stop there, so we don't see the point. That's why I started to pray and ask God for wisdom and knowledge, and I said, God, if you get Solomon all this wisdom, you can actually give me that wisdom and knowledge too. 1 Samuel 2 and verse 8, God says that He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the hardship and sits them with princes and have them inherit a throne of honor. It's like God telling me, you have to stay strong whenever you have difficulties. And then from that day on, when I get to the university, I pass all my classes. From that day on, things completely changed. I got my bachelor with being one of the top students, and I got my master in biochemistry, being summa cum laude. And then my family, oh no, that's God, that's not Daniel. The most exciting part of my life is here in the United States. One day I drove past Church of the Apostles and I decided I'm gonna go to that church. When I came, Dr. Youssef was preaching to stay away from discouragement, detour. This particular day I was really depressed and down, but when I heard this message, that really strengthened my faith. And then on third Sunday, I was standing by the visiting room and one guy started to talk to me. I didn't speak English very well at that time, and he had a really strong southern accent. He was writing stuff for me, and then I would write and he would read. I remember he drove me back to where I was living because I would have to take the bus 2 hours to get to the church. And then from that day on, God really used them to share this love that I really lacked when I was growing up. So the church is really a great support for me. I feel loved, and that's the greatest thing that you can expect from people. In February, I lost my status. That's the worst thing that can happen to an international student. I got 1 week to leave the country. My boss in the lab, he's not a Christian. When I lost my status, I went and talked to him. I remember I was not panicking. I was witnessing to him too. He told me, Daniel, I realized and I see something you have. Me and my wife decided to buy the flight ticket for you. He said that, Daniel, you have a karma there. That's not the karma, it's God in me. The church really supported me. When I was back in Africa, I received email. One of my brother, he liked to listen to preacher, and then so maybe today we'll have a chance to see him on TV, and then they turned the TV on, and I was like, oh, this is my pastor. I said, oh, no way, Daniel. I said, yes. And then I got the 25th anniversary. They make a book. And then I handed the book to them. Look, this is the same man. That was really an exciting moment for me. All my family, people are saying, wow, that's God working in your life. Now my prayer is God continue to ignite my faith as a fire to keep growing every day. The work of faith, it's not easy. You will gonna get through painful situations, but that will build a character in you, making you stronger and preparing you for the next step.